Hello, hello, and welcome to Barre Basics. This is our second class in the series. Welcome, welcome. I'm Sarah, and I'm excited to shake and change with you again today. Again, like I said, this is the second class in our series. Although they're all beginner levels, if you haven't done the first class, I recommend trying that one first. Okay, let's review our setup for this and every workout. We've got some sort of support, a counter, a chair, a sofa. I've got my bar, maybe a towel and some water. You've got a mat, a towel, or something soft to work out on, and then optional to add some light hand weights. Today, just like last week, I'm going to be using my shoes. So just like last week, we're going to start with a warm-up, upper body work, lower body work, and then we're going to move down to the mat. I think it's going to be a good one. All right, just like last week, we're going to start with our knee lifts. So bringing your feet into parallel hip distance, rolling those shoulders up, down, around, and back. Hands to hips, lift, 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 lift. Nice job. Lift and lift. You know, you don't have to stay on the beat. I say that, but I'm definitely a beat girl. I like staying on the beat. The inner musician in me is very happy that I'm on the beat. Let's swing those arms. Opposite arm and opposite leg. I'm going to just turn on profile to remind you that you're standing nice and tall. And you're lifting the shape of the leg. You're not marching, but you're just freely swinging. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little wobbly today, but that's okay. Let's go into those long lunges. Taking that right leg back, right arm forward. Here we go. Tap and back. Tap and back. Nice long neck. Chin tucked in for 4, and 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and sink down. And you can always be holding on to something. Stay here. That right arm, same arm as leg comes up and over. Go ahead and bring that arm down. Step it up. Other side. Left leg back. Left arm forward. Here we go. Tap and back. Tap and back. You can always hold on with one hand if you need to. 4, and 3, 2, 1, and take it back, sink it down. Rolling that hip under, opening up that hip flexor. Same arm as leg, up and over. And go ahead and bring it down. All right, it's time for that upper body weight work. Let's grab those light weights. Oh, we're just gonna get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with those front raises. Let's bring our feet into that V position. So here we were in parallel, just drawing those heels together, making sure the knees are a little soft. Arms come in front of the thighs, palm facing. Here we go. Lift up and down, up and down. Nice job. So making sure those shoulders are up, down, around, and back, so they're not coming up. You're staying down the back. Nice job. Up and down. Continuing to build heat in the body through this weight work. And down. Give me 4. And 3. Keep those elbows soft. 2, 1. Take it right back up to the top. Little circle. I'm just circling those weights in. And I'm going to turn profile. So you can see my shoulders are not up here. They're down. Soft bend in those elbows. Soft bend in those knees. Keep circling. Little circle. Circle. Nice job. It's burning. I know. Lean a little bit forward. Circle. 4, 3. Hold. 2, 1. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Toes go up, down, around, back. We're going to do that same series, but with that lat raise. So it's up and down. Up and down. Checking in to make sure the arms, you can see them in your peripheral vision. And again, those ears and those shoulders never meet. Up and down. Do you feel that heat building? I do. And down. Up and down. Woo! 2 minutes in and I'm sweating. Up and down. Nice job. Woo. Give me 4 and 3. You know what we're doing in 2 more. Yes, you do. And 1. Woo. Inhale, exhale, take it up. Circle forward, circle. Little circle, teeny tiny circles. Those wrists are in line with your arms. Shoulders are on fire. Little circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Bend those arms in half. I want you to go ahead and bring them out a little bit, and we're just gonna pulse back. Looks like this. We're gonna pulse, pulse, pulse. So where should you be feeling this? So my elbows are in close to my body, so I'm contracting those muscles that run up and down the length of my spine in the mid-back. If you can't connect to that, I want you to just go back, back. Sometimes when you go back, we can feel it. As soon as you feel where that's supposed to be, then I want you to press back. So press, 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 press. I'm going to show you from the side, just so you know what this is supposed to look like. So here I'm just press, press, press. And where is it coming alive? Right here in the mid-back. Keep pressing for 8, 7, 6, 5, hello, mid-back. 3, 2, just pulse it in for 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring those arms in front of you. We're going to go ahead and bend the knees, pitch the body forward. Time for that back shoulder. We did those T's last week. Palms are facing, roll the shoulders, up, down, around, and back, up and down, up and down. So those palms are facing back. I'm lightly gripping the weights. It's only 2 pounds. I say only, but I'm going to be dying soon. And down. And remember, modification for this is just to alternate your arms. So the back shoulder, the back body in general tends to be really weak. You keep lifting. I'm just going to turn and show you arm profile. So here I am, left and left. Chin tucked in for 4 and 3, 2. Hold the top, circle forward, little teeny tiny circles. I know if you need to drop your weights off because you feel it in your neck, drop those weights. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, stretch long. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe down. Roll those shoulders up, down, around, and back. Okay, time to go to those triceps. You're going to stay in those legs just like you are. I'm going to turn on profile. So that same position, so I'm coming down, bending, pitching a little bit forward. Those palms are facing. Straight arrow, arms back. Just lift. Little lift. Just pulsing. And again, tuck that chin in. So spine is nice and long. Little pulse. This is going to be a long set. So it's our last move with our little weights. So as a reminder, if this isn't tough enough for you, you can just come further down to the ground. If it's really tough, you can be up a little bit higher, or you can just drop those weights and breathe. 4, 3, we're going to circle into the body. Here we go for the in. Here we go. Circle in, circle in. Just drawing teeny tiny circles. Arrow arms, nice and straight. Stick straight arms, circle, circle. For 8, 7, relax your face. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 8, 7, 1 inch higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Stand it up. Let's set those weights down. Nice job. Woo! One thing I love about Barre Basics is that we're going to hit all the body parts. We're going to hit them and we're going to move on because now it's time for thigh work. Woo! You know me, I love my thigh work. Okay, we're going to come into parallel hips distance, which we did last week. So this is going to be familiar to you with that hand on that support. Your other hand can just be here on the hip. Once you raise up into the ball of your feet to releve, slide down that imaginary wall, ears over shoulders over hips over heels, until you feel that fire. Just down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. So if you didn't catch last week, I did a short tutorial in releve. So if releve is confusing to you, you're like, what am I doing? Go and watch that. And then this week's is about alignment. So you'll see the video following this in the playlist, a few tips on alignment. Okay, you just stay, you're going down an inch, up an inch. I'm just gonna show you this in profile, just so you feel nice and confident. So here I am, up and roll away, heels nice and high, sliding down, ears over shoulders, over hips, over heels. Let's increase that range of motion. So we're going down an inch, up an inch. Let's go up and up, down and down, up, down and down. Take it up, up. So I'm just sliding down an imaginary wall, and you can see again the natural curve in the spine. Some methodologies want you to tuck your hips under, so you'll see that flat back. That's not what I'm looking for. Up, up. Just two more like this. Up and down. Woo! Up and down. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Set it down. Shake out those legs. Here we're going to practice a little tuck release. Tuck's our guide. We just don't want to live in that tuck. Woo. Inhale, exhale. Then come back into releve. You can be on profile. I'm just here to demonstrate. Heels nice and high. These aren't releve heels. These are releve heels. Here we go. We're going to slide down so you feel those quads engage. We're just going to do a little tuck. Tuck the hips under, release. Tuck the hips under, release. Tuck the hips under, release. If you're not feeling it, I want you to check your alignment. It could be that you're too high. So for example, if I'm way up here and tucking, I'm not feeling much. But down here, tuck under and release. I'm feeling it. Tuck under, release. Let's do 4 more. 4, release. I'm shaking. 3, release. Just 2 more, ready to move on. Release. 1, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Heels down. Shake it out. Woo! Okay, now we're going to white second. White second's new for us in Barre Basics. So I want you to step your legs out nice and wide, so wider than hips distance. On like our V position, just like V, our legs are going to be pointed out at the diagonal. So holding on that support, I want you to slide down the imaginary wall until you feel those quads engage. And I want you to look at the alignment. So I've got my knee over the ankle. So I'm not way out here, and I'm not way in here. So I want you to just go ahead and find that fire. Just down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, nice job. Down and up. You can hold on to that support, or you can take those hands off and just put them at the crease of the hips. So as much as possible, we still want to be ears over shoulders, over hips, over heels. You just keep your down and up and inch. I'm going to show you from the side. So here I am in my nice white second. And slide down the imaginary wall, down inch, up inch. So I'm not, this is the most common misalignment in white second. We're not squatting. Unless you're pregnant or recovering from pregnancy, then this is where you are. Otherwise, here you are. If you're really tight in your inner thighs, outer hips, you can pitch forward just a little bit. Down and up. Let's do 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Nice job. Okay, we're going to come right back in the fire. We're going to do a different little move. So slide down the imaginary wall again. Once you take these thighs, press them back, back, back. It's little, back, back. Teeny tiny, back, back. And you're holding on. Maybe with me, hands to heart center. Press back, little backs. Whew. If you're not feeling the fire, come lower. But again, I don't want you below parallel to that floor. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Okay, if you have foot problems, a lot of foot pain, I want you to be careful for these next 2 exercises. This first one, we're going to alternate our heel lifts. You'll probably be able to do that, but you might want to stay flat-footed for the next one. So I want you to walk your feet in just a teeny tiny bit, and we're going to practice feeling what releve feels like in this position by alternating some heel lifts. Start with on the right. So we're going to lift 4, 3, woo, 2, just rolling onto the ball of that foot, go left for 4, 3. So you're rolling all the way onto the ball of that foot into that high heel, back to the right for 4, 3. If you're not feeling it, come lower, 2, 1. And you'll notice the only thing that's moving is this foot. My body is not moving with my foot, just the foot. So now we're going to do 2 and 2. Back to the right. We go 2, 2 left. I am shaky. So if you're shaky, it's normal. Lift. Woo. 1 and 1, right and left. Are you feeling it in those quads? I am. And left. Just 4 more. 4, 3, woo, 2, 1. Nice job. Stand it up. Shake it out. We're going to go back to that down inch, up an inch. You can stay with your feet flat, just as we did at the beginning. That's great. That's where you are today. I want you to stay there. You want to come up and do elevate with me. Those feet need to come in a little bit. So here you are, your feet are in. You're going to slide down the wall. And now you're going to pop those heels. So as you can see, I've got to walk it in to stay aligned. And now I'm going down an inch, up an inch. Oh my word, my inner thighs are on fire. Up, down, and up. Woo. Down an inch, up an inch. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm telling myself that too. 8, 7. This is our last exercise for quads. 5, I'm shaking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Put those heels down. Shake out those legs. Woo. Let's stretch it out. So bring that right hand to right ankle. Keeping those knees nice and close together. Tucking the hips under. That was tough. That was tough, tough, tough. I said it was beginner. I didn't say it was easy. So it doesn't take a lot of big motions to really get deep into the quads, into the thighs. So we think sometimes to do huge motion, let's go and switch, to do walking lunges and jump squats and burpees and all this stuff. Not really. That was 6 minutes of thighs. I don't know about you, but I feel like I got a great workout. And you can always hold on if you're wobbling. Inhale, exhale. Whew. I'm going to get a drink of water, and then we're going to seat work. If you're as excited as I am. Woo. All right, seat work. I'm going to face in to support. But I'm going to set you up facing you first. So here I am in my wonderful V position again. I'm going to take that right leg straight back. I'm going to turn it out at the hip and then bring it out. So here it would be parallel, thigh facing forward, but I'm going to turn out at the hip. That's the position we're going to be using. Actually, I'll just stay right here and lift, lift. Teeny tiny lift. I want you to shift that weight over the heel of that left leg that's standing. Soften that knee. Teeny tiny lift. You can put your hand on your glute to make sure the glute's doing the work, not the low back. Keep lifting. You're just lifting. I'm going to show you that on the side. And little lift, lift. Again, you can see I'm standing nice and tall. String out of the front of my head. Lift, lift, lift. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that leg in half. And lift. Little lift. Teeny tiny. Can you see my leg move? Hopefully just a tiny bit. Little teeny tiny. Again, put your hand on the booty to make sure that that's working, not your back. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Nothing's moving except that leg of the knee. And bend. Straighten and bend. 4 more, just like this for 4. And in. 3. And in. 2. And in, last one. And hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down, release. Okay, let's do it on the other side. So again, here I am in my nice deep position. That left leg goes straight back, turned out, and then a left. Just soften that right knee. Shift that weight back over the heel. I'm going to shift the weight over the heel. I'm pressing up and activating that standing side. Lift. Little lift. Keep lifting. Just turning for you. Lift. Little lift. Lift. So again, my thigh is not pointing forward. See how my foot's pointing forward. We're turning out at that hip for 4, 3, 2, bend that leg. Lift. Lift. So my leg's kind of at a moderate height. You could be a little bit lower in lifting. But when we turn it out, we're really getting to that med and the outer hip. Soften that knee again. Woo, we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Bend and straighten. Here we go. Straighten and bend. Nothing else is changing. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Soften that knee. I'm reminding myself. Come for 4. And in. 3. Woo! And in. Yes, we can for 2. And in. 1. And in. Bring it down. Shake it out. Okay, join me on the mat. We're going to finish our seat work on the mat and fold over on the floor. My absolute favorite fold over exercise. You're going to come all the way down onto your forearms, and I'm clasping my hands together. I want shoulders over elbows, and I want knees underneath my hips. Go ahead and take that right leg and extend, and using that glute, you're just going to lift it off the floor and lift, little lift. So I'm just using the glute to do my lifts. On the standing side, that's actually the kneeling side. I'm pressing the shin and the top of the foot into the mat. I'm pressing with these forearms to give me something to work against. Now we're just going to flutter, which is a bend press. So bend press, bend press, bend press, bend press. Little bend press. Try drawing your belly button to your navel. Squeezing that core. 4, 4, 3, 2, little circle. Circle it in. And can you make that circle smaller? I want you to be tracing my palm. Circle 4, circle 3, circle 2. Woo! 1. Nice job. Bring that right leg in. We're going to do that on the other side. Left leg comes out. Pressing down through this kneeling leg. Pressing through the forearms. Neck is neutral. Chin tucked in. Lift, 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 lift. So sometimes you'll see in methodologies, the leg will be way up here. That's not what I'm looking for, because when we do that, we tend to activate the low back and aggravate it. So we're keeping it small, and that thigh bone is turned down to the floor. Okay, let's flutter. Bend press, bend press. Just a little bend press. Each time you bend and press, you're thinking about pointing that toe further to that back wall behind you. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, circle it in. Have you forgotten that kneeling side? Press into that floor. Press away. Circle. I gotta get my core in check. I'm moving a little bit too much. Circle 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Switch it out. Back to that right side. So I want you to lift that leg up. Bend in half. Now a little lift. 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 Woo! Let's go ahead and let's flex that foot and press up, up, up. The hamstring should turn on. Lift. Yes, we can. A little lift. 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 Woo! Now, if your forearms hurt you, the other option is to be all the way up here. This, though, you really have to watch your core if you're up, because you're going to want to compensate with that low back. So if this feels okay, I'd recommend being down here. You can double this mat up or put a pillow underneath. Now we're going to pull that heel in. You kind of forgot you. In. in, like you're kicking your booty, but teeny tiny, in, 8, 7, 6, 5, yes, for 4, 3, hold 2, hold, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it in. Nice job. Not gonna be your side. Woo! Left leg is out. Gonna raise it up. Bend it in half. Point that foot. And we're gonna lift. Again, pressing that shin on top of the foot into the mat. Give you something to work against. Tuck that chin in. We're almost done. I know. Flex that foot and lift. Little lift. Belly to spine. Lift. Woo! I feel it too. Because my left shoulder over on the floor. It's super targeted, but super good. Yes, we can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Get ready to pull that heel in. Here we go. Pull it in, teeny tiny. So later in the series, when we introduce the ball, that will add a whole other element to this. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it down. Nice job. Go ahead and come to your seat. Woo! Let's do a quick triangle. So taking that right ankle to left knee. Once you stay modified, so thinking about opening that chest up to the ceiling. This flex foot opening this knee is going to start touching into the hip. You are a rock star. That was tricky. Inhale, exhale. Okay, let's switch that out. So now we're going to come and do some more mat work. After the stretch, we're going to do a quick sip of water, and then we're going to go into our pigeon and planks. Really excited about this series today. Good one. Woo. Inhale, exhale. All right, nice job. I'm going to grab my other card, and we are going to come into our plank, pigeon plank. Okay, so we're going to start by going into a T-stand. This might be new for some of you. T-stand is another way of saying side plank, but we're going to start with a modified version today so we can build some confidence. So I'm going to have you go ahead, and this is going to be opposite, but I want you to go ahead and point your right hand. And I want you to be here, both hands. You're here in a really nice modified plank. You're going to walk that right hand into the center, and you're going to go ahead and swivel open. So this is a T-stand. I've got my shoulder above my hand. This lower knee here is my kickstand, and I'm reaching up nice and tall. Now little lifts. And as I'm lifting, where am I lifting? This bottom side is where I'm lifting. So side plank, a lot of times we go straight into side plank, but we don't work on the alignment. We don't build confidence in the position. So T-stand, this modified T-stand, is a great way to build that confidence. Little lift. 8, 7, 6, 5. In this final hold, you can stay right here, or you can lift that bottom leg up a little. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Go ahead and lift that right leg up and bring it through for pigeon. Forgot my block, but just a reminder that you can put that block under the booty. That chin is angled in. Little more glute stretch. Now we're going to do that T-stand on the other side. So I'm going to rotate around. Go ahead, plant those hands, come out of pigeon. And you can stay on the same side. So here I am in my nice, wonderful modified plank. Left hand to the middle of the mat. And I'm going to spiral open. Thinking about shoulder over wrist. So look down, you might have to modify. This top leg is long, bottom leg is kickstand. And now little lift. So I'm just contracting and lifting from this underside of the body. Feels a little weird. I know, it felt weird to me when I started it too. But Building our body awareness in this is going to be better than just going straight into side plank. Trust me. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Maybe lift that bottom leg up a little. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back over, time for that left pigeon. Popping through, nice job. All right, we just have one quick plank, and then we get to go into floor work, which, of course, we do more planks. We're going to go ahead and do one really strong plank hold. Keep up those wide starfish hands. Maybe you're in a modified plank, but I like to challenge you to join me in that full plank. So up and come, pushing through all the knuckles, thinking about nice long lines of body, butt not up, butt not down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. I'm going to turn around. We're going to come all the way down to our bellies for Superman. And as a reminder, my prenatal, postnatal ladies, this is when you switch over and do your workout. Okay, so we're going to come all the way down prone. And last week, if you remember, we lifted the legs and then the arms, so the arms and the legs. Today we're going to do that together. So you just can just watch your breath to remind yourself, and then you're going to jump right in. So we've got those hands stacked, head on the hands. Now we're going to lift. So up and down. Up, go ahead and join, and down. So lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. If it's too much to do both at the same time, you can just lift the upper or the lower, or you can alternate. And down. 4 more. 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, and down. 1, hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, roll it down. Press it back to child's pose. Feet together, knees wide, sit on back. Inhale, exhale. And up and come for push-ups. So as always, push-ups are going to be on the knees. Nice wide stretch your hands. Roll it up onto that fleshy part of the knee. And we're just going to go down and up. We've got 10 today. Here we go. Down and up. Leading the chest. Down and up. Nice job. Down and up. Down and up. You can pull, so maybe you're here. That's great. Down. Just 4 more. 4 and up. 3 and up. 2 and up. Last one, hold it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Up this thing. Sit back. Woo! All right, let's finish out with this forearm plank. So clasping those hands together, shifting that weight forward, elbows underneath the shoulders, staying here in this modified plank, or coming up. Stomach nice and tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Little shift back. Little shift back. Up we come again. And hold. Now if this is enough, drop those knees with me. Right and left. Right and left. 8, 7, 6. You can just be holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and done. Sit it back. And go ahead and roll it up. We're going to do a quick upper body stretch. Woo! So taking that right arm across the body, rolling it into its place. Nice job. We just had core traditional core. And let's take that same right arm up, walking it down the back, reminding ourselves to keep that rib cage nice and closed, not thrusted. All right, other side. So for core today, we're going to do what we call under bar. And this is pretty tricky core work. We're going to be doing it just flat on the mat. Go ahead and bring that arm up and down back to your tricep. So if you have any lower back pain, you just listen to your body and reduce that range of motion for me. Go ahead and release. Hands onto the booty. Let's go ahead and do that chest stretch. As a reminder, if you're tight in the chest, you can just press the arms back, pretend you're holding a beach ball. If not, you come all the way back with me. Externally rotate, getting to that front shoulder and chest. So I want you to listen to your body, listen to the cues, knowing that you'll have more chances to practice under bar. And if this is feeling easier for you and you're feeling it where I would like you to feel it, you can take it up a level. That's fine too. All right, let's go ahead and come all the way down onto our backs. And so if you don't have any lower back pain, I want your arms out of 45. You want a little bit more support for your low back. You can put your hands just at the joint of where your lower back meets your butt. So that can provide a little bit more support. Otherwise, you're going to be right here. And I want you to lift those legs into what we call tabletop. So the top of the leg is parallel with the ground, and we want those knees stacked over the hips. We're going to start by dipping the toe, right leg first. So it's going to go down and up. Left leg down and up. So the shape of the leg is not changing. Up. It's just moving in the pelvis. And up. Nice job. Down and up. So you should feel, to do this, you have to brace through the core. So this traditional Barre Basics isn't going to be like crunches or bicycles or sit-ups. So if you're expecting that, this is not the workout for you. And up, down, and up. Let's speed it up. One comes in, one goes down. Nothing else is changing my body. Woo! Deep core, deep core. So if you're feeling this in your low back, you would just reduce the range of motion. So maybe you do here. If you're feeling great, keep that shape of the leg the same for 4, 3. You're going to meet you at tabletop in 2, 1. Tabletop. Extend, in, extend, and in. So I'm just extending the legs a little bit. Woo! Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's bring those knees into the chest for a little hug. Maybe a side to side, maybe a roll around. All right, now we're going to add an extension. So we're going to extend the leg all the way out. If that does not feel good for you today, I'd love for you to try it. But if it doesn't feel good for you today, you can come back and do the same count, but here in tabletop. So my arms are back where they are. I'm going to take those legs straight up, straight as possible. You might be tight in the hamstrings and the hip flexors, so you might need to have a soft bend. That's okay. But if it's too much of a bend, you might as well come to tabletop. Right leg is going to go down and up. Left leg down and up. I want those toes nice and pointed. No lazy feet. And up. Take it down. And up. 4 more just like this. Down. And up. We're trying really hard by bracing our core to keep that not moving leg, not moving. And take it down. And up. Nice job. Inhale, exhale. Okay, we've got our last set. We're going to do a crisscross in the middle. Here we go. The right leg goes down and cross in the middle. Cross in the middle. Cross in the middle. Yes. cross in the middle. I'm shaking, shaking, shaking. So if you need to reduce the range of motion and be here, that's great. Or remember, you could always be here and cross. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Bring those knees into the chest. Give it a little hug and a rock. We are going to get a juicy spine twist in. So go ahead and extend that left leg out. Hugging that right knee into the chest. 2 more towards the armpit. And now gently, you're going to shift those hips to the right and drop that knee across the body. And wherever it stops, that's where it stops today. You don't need to press that knee down. We don't need to take up more space. We're just listening to the body and letting the spine twist where it wants to twist. Go ahead and inhale back to center. And let's switch it out. So bringing that left knee in, sending that right leg out. If it's really uncomfortable to send that right leg out, you can plant that foot for a little more stability. And again, compressing that leg in towards the chest, scooching those hips left, and taking that knee across the body. So maybe you're in space, maybe that toe touches down. I'm a little stiff, so my knee is not touching, but that's okay. Inhale, exhale, just feel that release in the lower back. Got a lot of good work in today. Go ahead and bring that lower knee to meet. Press yourself up. And let's move in towards the support for a nice hip flexion hamstring stretch. Bring that right foot forward. Knee over the ankle, walking that left foot back, opening up that hip flexor. So if this is tough on your knee, you can double up the mat. Another modification is to do this standing. I like doing it at the end of the workout down here on the mat because it's a strong leg stretch if you're standing. And by this point, I'm pretty tired. Thinking about pressing a little bit deeper. But again, respecting your body. When it says stop, please stop. Go ahead and walk that back in. And extend that front leg out, untucking the hips. Thinking about moving that foot and that leg so we're in parallel. I'm staying nice and strong in your stretch, not falling over the leg. Sometimes when we're in stretches like this and we have this desire to fold all the way over because we were tight in the back, but that's a different stretch. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch it out. So that left leg is coming forward, that right leg is coming back. We're plunging forward into that hip flexor stretch. Knowing that we're probably tighter on one side than the other, that's totally normal. I'm remembering that this should feel good in your low back. So if your low back is feeling crunchy, just back out of it a little bit. Just tuck those back toes under. Walk that back foot in. Extend. And release. You stay there. If you were doing this standing, you can just bend this standing knee and extend this one. So if you have knee problems, it might not feel great to be seated. You do the one on the knee. Again, you can use a pillow towel or you can do the elevated version of the stretch. There are a couple great stretch videos on my channel. Go check them out for all different options. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come on down to a seat. And we're going to do cobbler to straddle to finish out again today. So cobbler, sometimes called butterfly, bringing those feet together, opening them like a float. Feeling that inner thigh stretch from all the work that we did in wide second, and extending into straddle. If that feels good for you, if not, you're in cobbler. One foot forward, one hand forward, one hand behind. Okay, if you're in cobbler straddle, I want you to inhale, and then exhale, come forward, but I want you to get pulling that chest through. I hope you feel great. You did fantastic today. It is challenging to take on something that might be new or different, but you are bold and you're brave, so I know you can do it. I remember starting in barre and thinking, what exactly is this? But there was something about it that got me excited. So I hope that you're getting excited about that too. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, pull through. Go ahead and roll up. Use your hands to help your legs come in. Go ahead and come into a nice seat. Settle in. Go ahead, let's inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for Barre Basics, our second class. Hopefully you're starting to get the hang of barre and you see that you can do it. Barre really is for everybody. Go ahead and check out the next video on this playlist for this week's Barre Basics tip. You can always join the intermediate and advanced classes. In Wednesday's class this week, we're going to be using booty bands. So if you've never used a band, you can come and be prepared for any type of sore. Otherwise, I'll see you next week, next Monday in the same time slot for episode 3 of Barre Basics. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining and have a good week. Bye.